There's no I in team, right?
Apparently, there isn't government, Sean. Today, we're talking about government shutdown.
We're also getting up close and personal with one of the AI student workers.
And we'll have an important message from Mr. Sonnenberg that will keep you ahead of the game for next quarter.
All that and more coming up on The Exchange.
This equipment is just...
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to The Exchange. I'm Sean.
And I'm Wilson, and today we're taking you out of the comfort zone.
That's right. We're talking politics, and if you've been keeping up with your current events, then you already know about the 16-day U.S. government shutdown, which started on October 1st and ended on October 17th.
There was a temporary halt in the government services when two chambers of Congress failed to agree on the national debt spending limit. The crisis led to furloughs of 350,000 federal workers, canceled military training programs, and slowed economic growth. We caught up with some of our fellow AI students to find out how they feel about the shutdown and how it affected them.
It's very unfortunate the government shut down. Obviously, it was a battle between the Democrats and the Republicans. There should have been negotiation going on. Unfortunately, you had elements of both sides not wishing to negotiate. You had Senator Ted Cruz very adamant, saying he wanted to get rid of the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, but that wasn't going to happen. Then you also had President Obama saying that he'll negotiate as long as he gets everything that he wants. So you had two very hard positions, and unfortunately it caused the government shutdown and hurt a lot of people. It didn't really affect me yet. If it had continued, since I'm a veteran, I have the GI Bill, it could have postponed the VA payments to the tuition for the school. That probably would have just been overlooked, because eventually that would have gotten paid to the school. But then more importantly, I also get a monthly support allowance from the school, rather not from the school, from the government for the VA. And that would have affected my pocketbook. I would have been out a lot of money, which would not have made me feel very good. Unfortunately, I just believe that the government, be it Republicans and Democrats, and particularly with this Democratic administration, they are just kicking the can down the road. They are not really realizing, or realizing but not taking action on the amount of debt that the United States has. The deficit during the past 5 years has increased by trillions of dollars. President Obama, when he first took office, he appointed a commission to look into ways to save money, cut the deficit, cut spending. That commission came up with recommendations. Obama then just threw that study out the door. Both sides need to be more flexible in their positions. They both need to recognize that the U.S. government, even though they have record amount of tax revenues come in, both federal and state, they're just spending too much money. They need to come up with ways to cut spending, save money, and then work together, make negotiations happen, be flexible, be willing to give and take, both sides, instead of just one side saying, give me what I want and then I'll talk to you. We cannot keep kicking this can down the road.
Down is officially over.
It sure is. The economy does so much better when the government officials work together as a team to resolve issues.
Speaking of working together, the state of North Carolina and the city of Charlotte have been working diligently on the completion of the I-485 extension. The Exchange's own John Cafano has the details.
All motorists enjoy driving on an open road free of traffic, but that isn't the case in most parts of the Queen City, particularly northeast Charlotte. The city and state are working together to speed the flow of traffic with the Interstate 485 extension. The 5.7-mile road project will connect Interstate 77 near the Charlotte-Huntersville border to Interstate 85 near the Charlotte-Concord border. It will also make Interstate 485 a complete loop around the Queen City. The project cost over $139 million and created hundreds of jobs. Started in the summer of 2011, the project is scheduled for completion in December 2014. Meanwhile, drivers must endure long lines of traffic on local two-lane roads due to ordinary traffic and especially the delays caused by the new construction. They hope their long waits will be the thing of the past when the road is completed. This is John Cafano for The Exchange.
Wow, what a process, Sean. Can you imagine what it's like to have to wait in traffic after a long day at work?
It must be insane.
I know local drivers will be honking their horns when the construction's completed.
Well, guys, up next, we're getting up close and personal with one of AI's student workers.
Yeah, and he'll be giving us the inside scoop on what it's like being a resident assistant. You don't want to miss it.
So don't go anywhere. The Exchange comes back in just a few.
Welcome back to the Exchange. We all know that college life isn't all about the books, right? Sometimes you have to squeeze a little bit of fun in between classes and work.
Yes, that is true, but for one of our AI student workers, Randy Williams, to some he may be known as the fun police. No, I'm only kidding.
Sure you are. Let's get Randy to tell us more about what it's like to be a student worker and the responsibilities of being a resident assistant.
My name is Randy Williams, and I am an RA at the Art Institute of Charlotte. The life of an RA at Art Institute in Andover Woods is wild. It's not that bad. I mean, some nights you'll be up to like 3 o'clock in the morning dealing with a student issue. Being an RA, we gotta pass out flyers, papers, notifications. We are the first responders, so students will call like 2 o'clock in the morning with a problem. But I mean, hey, it's a job, right? I started playing piano, dropped the drums, and now I play piano for church. And I've been making tracks since I was in middle school. Now I produce for this girl, Aquala Chantel. She can really sing. She can blow. She's a really good singer. Being an RA has nothing to do with my schoolwork, honestly. Because if I wasn't an RA, I wouldn't have the RLO whenever I wanted, so I wouldn't be able to do projects. So it's helped my schoolwork.
Why would I do that? Put your gun down.
Wow, I definitely have a new respect for student workers.
Yeah, and RAs play a pretty important role in making sure our student housing is safe and secure.
Did you just say safe and secure?
Yes, I did. Why do you ask?
Well, that just leads us to our next topic.
Really?
Yeah, have you ever stopped and wondered how safe and secure your drinking water is?
No, not really.
Maybe you should. Did you know that the North Carolina water may not be as safe as you think?
No, I had no idea.
This next clip is going to definitely have you thinking.
We know that the most important product in human's life is water. Without water, life would end up in 3 to 5 days, but there is difference in water's quality. Is any kind of water healthy to drink? Good quality of water is beneficial for virtually all disorders known to humankind. But without adequate water, we would poison ourselves with our own metabolic wastes. Unfortunately, there are places around the world where people used to drink very bad quality of water. Inadequate water can cause different diseases and it may be fatal for the population. One of those places is Caldwell County, North Carolina, where people don't have good quality of drinking water. Everybody complains about it, but problems stay the same. The Caldwell County's water distribution network consists of 3 separate water systems. Country's water is purchased from other entities that own and operate water treatment facilities. Caldwell County does not currently own water treatment facilities. Every day, coal ash ponds from Duke Energy are discharging directly into primary drinking water reservoir. Duke Energy reports shows their coal ash pond discharged approximately 1.35 pounds of arsenic into Mountain Island Lake on January 31, 2009. Can the Department of Environment and Natural Resources protect residents of North Carolina from coal ash waste and poisonous surface water discharges? It's time to take action. This has to end. We need clean water to keep healthy generation.
Well, after taking a look at that, I'll definitely be stocking up on bottled water.
Yeah, bottled water would definitely be useful for these athletes that were filmed at the opening of the Reebok CrossFit Gym in Uptown Charlotte.
One of our fellow students, AI students, Adrian Jackson, got a chance to witness this event.
That was a little intense.
Well, let's take another break, and when we get back, we'll check in with the head of our film department, Mr. Sonnenberg.
Welcome back. We hope you had fun hanging out with us today.
But it's not over yet. Let's check out some work from one of our AI-owned filmmakers, Rolando Gill. He has been working hard in pre-production for his upcoming movie. Let's check it out.
That was awesome. Did you know that I'm from Puerto Rico?
Are you really? Because that's pretty cool.
Well, as you can see, AI students are doing big. Mr. Sonnenberg. That said my name. Wow, that was awesome. Did you know that I'm from Puerto Rico?
Are you really? Because that's pretty awesome.
Well, as you can see, AI students are doing big things. Now let's check in with the head of the film department, Mr. Sonnenberg. He's useful information to help students prepare for the registration for next quarter.
Registration is going to start October 28th. It's important to register early because you can get the classes at the times that you want to meet. The classes fill up pretty quickly, and you might have a schedule that's not the best ideal situation. Students can self-register themselves online. They can come see me in the Academic Affairs Suite, or they can call the online advisors. We know your schedule. We know what you need to take. I can give you a program sheet that has all the classes that you need to take to graduate. Just register early so you can make sure you get the schedule that you need to have. I'd register Monday or Tuesday to get the ideal schedule for you.
Well, that's all the time we have today. Remember to like us on Facebook at the Xchange AI Charlotte, and watch our episodes from this and past seasons on YouTube at the Xchange AICH.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. We'll see you next week.